Hey Sagittarius, this is Wishko the Ferret. Thanks for hopping into the Ferret Den where we're keeping things warm, we're keeping things cozy, and today we have a reading for, oh my goodness, it's a bug. I'll just let him there, I don't care. Hi there. This is for the week of March 6th to March 12th, and we have a full moon in Virgo on Tuesday, March 7th, or depending on where in the world you're at. I don't know what time, but you can't see it from my angle, but it is from that angle. But from mine, it is shining through the window right now, and I'm so excited. This is I did this the day before the full moon, so it's beautiful, and I could feel it already. What else do I need to mention? Sorry. I'm holding this because there's a bug here, so I'm just gonna set him right down, and we'll just live and let live, and I'll see about taking him out to the hall later. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Where was I? So I am working on a Patreon. So if you like my style and if you like the stuff that I create, I am hoping to launch it sometime next month. But we'll see where we can go with that. So definitely like and subscribe and follow so that you don't miss updates from that, and that you don't miss any more content from me if you so feel called. So as usual, drop into your heart space, tune into your intuition, and let the dust physically, spiritually, and emotionally settle around you so that you can determine which messages are for you and which messages are for other people. Call in your spirit team. I'll be doing my own prayer as we pull the cards. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for casting your bubble of light and protection around us at this time. Thank you for helping connect me with my spirit team and angels. Thank you for stepping forward to help me channel clear guidance in an articulate manner. Thank you for connecting us with the highest truth, the highest source, and the highest light and love so that we can channel in an empowering way so that Sagittarius can recognize their strengths of what is to come for March 6th to March 12th. Ooh, I just heard the energy is abundant for you. I like the sound of that. If you allow it, I also heard. It's not a caveat. That's just like if you allow it to be abundant, you are surrounded by it at this time. I just heard, okay, so it was like a he or she. I can't tell, but it's probably ambiguous for a reason, but they were like, he knows it. So y'all know it. And so these cards are like dropping underneath the table. I like being warm and cozy here, but I'm floundering with my cards. Okay. So your tarot is pulled. I'm just going to pull a little bit more of your oracle. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, thank you. You're growing and you're seeing the other side of things, is what Spirit just said. Okay, wow. Oh, well, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to leave that reversed so I remember. So interesting. Okay, so Spirit is saying that Spirit's like, wait till it's time, but I want to talk about it now. So right now, let me just go through the tarot first. So you have death. So death here is like a rebirth. I heard a reformation of some sort. So there's something that you are coming into. There is this, I just heard a clean start. This is a fresh start. There's something here about coming into something anew. And this could be in your mental space. This could be in a physical space. I feel like for a lot of you, it is a fresh mental space. There seems to be something here about, like, I don't know, I'm just hearing like a wait for your time. So it's not quite, like, maybe you're not really in a space for you to shine yet, but you, like, this week is almost like a preparation to get into the space where you shine. Specifically for a lot of you, this could be work. We have for the Astro Dice, we have the Moon, Aquarius energy, and the 6th house. This is like expressing your true self. So like Aquarius is very true to their self. I heard kind to yourself. Being kind to yourself is important for this cycle. I mean, I think being kind to yourself is important in any cycle, but I feel like especially this is something that you're learning. Your intuition is calling you to be kinder to yourself, and that reflects in your daily habits, your health. Like this is your sixth house. These are your work habits. These are your health habits. And I mean, Virgo is a time where we are reflecting on those things. We are coming back to we are analyzing our energy. Where like the Virgo energy is very practical and logical, and you're focusing on your needs and the things that like where your energy is going and the energy that you're taking. Like we're very energy conscious right now, and that's a lot of times what happens when we tune into our body. So like for some people, like Virgo energy, like when we step into Virgo energy, like it's a time to pay attention to the body. Sometimes it's a time to pay attention to the mind. So it's really just about our how we are presenting ourselves, and like noticing how we can feel better, how we can take care of ourselves, noticing like our energy reserves and kind of what like needs to happen if we're like, I don't want to say being fair because it's more of a Libra thing, but it is the exchange of like giving and taking that is also just like how it makes you feel, how it makes others feel. It is that sense. I do hear for a lot of you have a passion for other people. So, and I feel like because of that, you want to help them right away. But Spirit just said wait to help them. They keep saying wait, wait, wait. This is a time to, this is like a gestation period I heard, but you're getting ready. So like, I'm going to like skip right to the end here and say that you have a Six of Wands, which is interesting because this is how one of the other readings just ended. But Six of Wands is taking the lead and moving forward with something. The Six of Pentacles, you have a passion for healing people. You have passion for helping people. And I really feel like for a lot of you, and again, Six of Pentacles coming up with like a give and take energy of the full moon in Virgo. So I think this is an idea that is actually like you're being inspired to give. This is an energy that you're stepping into. You're being inspired to give to other people because I feel like you're either very humanitarian or you just love people and you want to help them. And it's something that fills up your cup. I mean, this is Ace of Cups. This is Ace of Cups, which is like it overfills you, it flows you with abundance, and it's almost like the suffering of other people with the Three of Swords here. The suffering of other people really brings the suffering in you. I feel like you're a highly empathetic individual, Sagittarius, and you're really feeling the energy of others right now. Like you're touched by it. You want to work towards helping them to ease their suffering, to also in turn ease yours. I do sense a little bit of a boundary issue here, but I don't feel called to talk about it. I think that might be, sorry, I don't mean to say it as blunt as it is, but that's sorry. I realized it didn't sound as gentle as I wanted it to be, but I do sense that there are some, like that it's something that like a lesson that will come in time later, and maybe you're somebody that knows this already, like, yeah, I tend to take on a lot of pain of other people and I don't want to and I don't mean to. I mean, you could identify as an empath. You could identify as just, if that's not like your vibe or your label, you could just be a highly sensitive person. But you really do, I really do feel like you are a light worker. Like, I mean, like, you're a light worker. You have very strong intuition. Not only did you get the moon, but you have owl spirit and wolf spirit coming out together for your oracle cards. You have, so for the owl spirit, says you see clearly now, and also wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. I don't want to jump too far ahead, so I'm not going to dive into these oracles just yet, but that is telling me that you have had lifetimes of lessons and you have lifetimes of information to share, and that you are stepping out into the world to do this, and that you want to do this. But I'm also hearing, be aware that now is a time to wait, to gestate, to see how you want this vision to interact with the world. You're really stepping into a place for this full moon in Virgo, or this week ahead, of trying to figure out how you want to give back to the world. And maybe you have some ideas, but I'm hearing communicate your passions. Communicate them via word, via writing. This might be in the form of visualization exercises. This might be just sharing it with people that you love. And this does feel like a different energy. I feel like, because like I'm the type of person that like I don't like sharing what I'm working on because I'd rather be spending the energy working on it. But I feel like for this one, like you'll have a support system that hypes you up. Like I just heard Spirit say they'll hype you up. So I feel like sharing this is going to help get other people excited, and it's also going to in turn make you feel better about also pursuing it as well. So I don't know. I feel like the return is going to be great for you in pursuing whatever it is that you're trying to do in whatever way you want to give back. Like you're gonna roll with it. I don't know. I just feel really good about it. Like, because you're shining with the Six of Wands here towards the end of it. You're really taking the lead on a project or some projects, plural. I really feel like you're taking the lead on a lot of stuff and that you're advancing with this knowledge that you've learned. I don't know if it's a skill set you've learned in this lifetime or knowledge or wisdom that you've accumulated in this lifetime, or if it's something that you're channeling from past lives. Or maybe it's something that has been repeated in past lives and has officially been learned in this one. But there's something here about the knowledge of past lives or their knowledge that you gained here and that's being channeled to use in this current reality, in this world, where you're going to be spreading that light to other people. A lot of signs have actually been getting this message with a specifically mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. So make sure that you're not overdoing it in this cycle. Make sure that the things that you are... See, and maybe this is it, okay? So remember when I said before that you might have a little bit of boundary issues, and that kind of slipped out like really blunt, and I was like, oh no, that's not what I meant to channel. Like, sometimes it just comes through like that. I do feel like this is a callback to that, so maybe I should talk about it a little bit more. I feel like there could be a chance that you are giving your energy to things that are sucking your energy too dry. That maybe it might not be that big of a thing for you, or it might not be that big of a deal, but it's actually a huge, I just heard it's highly inconvenient, and you're not really realizing it until after you say yes or after the fact. But tending to that small thing, sometimes saying no helps you tend to the small things, because it's almost like you're pushing off those small things, saying like, oh, I don't have to do those dishes in the sink right now, or oh, I don't have to take care of my space right now, I can put that off, or oh, I don't have to, I use this in like this example in another reading, even though I thought it was ugh, but I don't have to brush my teeth right now, I can put that off until later. Like, there are just things here that are about like things that your energy needs, that like, I heard that your vibe is set. You know what works for your vibe. And I feel like because of your passion to help other people, you're kind of pushing those things aside in order to accommodate like others and other energies and maybe other priorities too in your life. If you're not giving your time away to other people, it's other priorities that you're giving your time away to. But it's actually very important for your energy. Do you want to stay in your vibe? I heard it's very important that you stay in your vibe for this cycle, and that you are tending to the small things. The mouse spirit is coming through and helping you with that. You have whale spirit. Trust the great mystery, my friends. Sagittarius, we are a philosophical type. I am a Sag sun, so I'm very aware of this myself. I want to get to the truth of everything. I want to get to the bottom of everything. And sometimes, I feel like this is a group that really loves puzzle work. I don't really care too much for puzzles, but it's almost like you have great attention to puzzles, or you give great attention to things that you don't understand because you're a curious individual. And trusted the great mystery, whale spirit, there's actually, I don't know if the whale spirit itself does this, but the vibe that I'm getting right now is that like the energy that you're doing right now is that you are, okay, so like certain, I don't know if it's all whales or certain whales, but some whales only eat krill. And when they open their mouths and it's like, and like all of them just, and like, I don't know where that imagery is coming from. I honestly think it's like a Disney movie of some sort that's coming to mind, but they're like, and then it eats krill. But what I'm feeling like you're doing is that you're kind of opening, like, it's like I see a whale opening its mouth and like, and like you get some stuff, but then you get like other things too. I'm sorry, that's probably not an image you all want, but just bear with me, Sagittarius. You're getting like other stuff too. You're getting stuff that nourishes you, yes, but you're also getting like, I don't know, it feels like a wooden chair that just kind of got sucked in. I don't know why that in particular wanted to get sucked in, but some kind of like wooden, I see some kind of wooden thing getting sucked, things that aren't going to give you substance, things that are more like an inconvenience in your system, and I'm pretty sure in real life a whale would not pass that, but it's coming up as just as an inconvenience in the vision. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're also just kind of sucking in whatever the case may be. And I don't know, like you're kind of sucking in whatever comes through. Not too much, but just those tiny little things that are just off and don't serve you in any way. Things that are hard for you to digest and maybe won't even digest at all, and maybe regret later. So anyway, whale spirit is asking you to trust in not only trust in your guides, but trust that you're making it happen and they're making it happen. This co-creation right now is happening with the both of your energies. So it's important that you, okay, I just heard spirit coming through. It's important that you take time to consider the value of of time and also of being oblivious. Why would they say being oblivious? So you don't have to solve it. You don't have to figure out how the universe works. You don't have to understand why certain things came into your life, what lessons they're giving you. You don't have to. So I heard that spirit literally just said it's imprinted in you. When it comes time, if you have to articulate it, it's already in your soul. You have that experience that you can manifest that lesson in whatever way you want. You don't have to analyze it and sort through it and then try to figure out, especially again with the full moon in Virgo. Virgo energy wants to analyze everything and they want to look at all the facts and the details and really take a breather, take a step back. You can get lost in that because you want to solve the puzzle, but the puzzle's meant to remain a mystery. And you might get to the bottom of it and you might solve the mystery and put the whole puzzle together. Maybe not the whole puzzle, but that certain section of the puzzle. You might get it all together and be like, yes. But at that point, you haven't succeeded in what you were trying to do because so much time has passed and you've spent a lot of your energy trying to accumulate the facts rather than experiencing more things to accumulate the wisdom. So I literally just said, like, I literally just heard be free. Free yourself from that. And the energies that what's going to make your life easier at this time, you have Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. Be playful. Oh my gosh, play is so important. When you're trying to go out and like help other people and you are dealing with heavy topics, you really do need to step away and replenish your own energy and introduce something lighthearted to your air. As somebody who, like me, I work with heavy subjects all the time. I mean, like, and, you know, sometimes you encounter problems. And especially with what I do, you know, I'm in education and I'm encountering different stories, different people. I mean, there are some, like, really depressing or upsetting situations that you encounter sometimes. And especially for people, like, I don't know, like, I have a friend that's a therapist. And I mean, he goes through situations all the time where just constantly being bombarded with other people's sufferings and other people's stories. And when you're a light worker, that happens when you do have to be exposed to the hardships of others and you have to let it not break you. And one way to let it not break you is not only learning those boundaries of separating yourself from them and also offering your compassion, but and I heard also that you have jewels to offer. You have crown jewels to offer. Not actual jewels, but you have amazing things to offer to these people. But it's important that you take care of your energy. And by doing that, it's going to make it like the easiest thing you could do for yourself is being playful and indulging in the things that you love to do. So I love what another reading had said. What came through in that channel was connect with things that you used to do as a teenager. And that could be applicable here. I hear that you seek solace in books. For this particular pile, you seek solace in books. So for some of you, that might be a thing. If it doesn't apply, that's okay. You can just toss it out the window and let it roll down the stairs. But I think that it's so for some of you, your play is like engaging with energy and doing witchy things. For some of you, it's a more serious thing. Also, I heard ballet. For some of you, ballet is like your happy place. But whatever your happy place is, I feel like you know it. Just go indulge in that playful, fun energy. If it's watching comedy streaks for like an hour, comedy specials or whatever. If it's, you know, I just heard hopscotch. I'm seeing hopscotch in my mind. Skipping rocks in a pond. Anything like that like just makes you go, like, you know, all giddy like a kid. Do it because that's going to help tremendously. Also, you have rabbit spirit here. Now is a lucky time. And interestingly enough, it came out reversed. So remember when I said at the beginning, Sagittarius, that this was a very abundant time for you? And I heard only if you see it, that's why it's reversed. It actually is a very lucky time. It might not seem like this week is all of that. I feel like there might not be like great things to expect, but there are great things around to turn your attention to. And I literally just felt the biggest sting in my eye. And it's almost like you're going to be blinding yourself. You're going to be blinding yourself from like the beauty and the truth behind things. Like the truth is the beauty. The truth is the love. And you're going to be blinding yourself from those things if you keep focusing on the reality of what you're doing and not indulging in. I really just feel like it's turning your attention. It's like requiring you to turn your attention to those things. And I highly recommend lucky affirmations. I do love what Chloe Taylor posted on her channel about like lucky affirmations. And I found that oftentimes when I sat there, like she says, I like it. So if affirmations aren't your thing, towards the end, I like what she said when she said, you know, you have to actually do the work in making yourself feel lucky, not only by saying the affirmations and recognizing which statements make you feel uncomfortable, but also pointing out when you're lucky, like looking at things that happen and saying, oh, I'm so lucky that, like, I've had moments where it's pouring down rain, it's pouring down rain, and as soon as I step outside with my umbrella, the rain stops. And, you know, I bring my umbrella just in case, but I walk, and then as soon as I get to my destination, pouring down rain again, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so cool, thank you. And, like, I thank my angels, I thank my guides. Say it, like, to whoever is on the other side for you. Spirit, source, ancestors, spirit animals, whatever you do, whatever you connect to. I say thank you. I'm so lucky that I didn't get rained on and I don't have to worry about the wind blowing and catching water under my umbrella and all that stuff. Like, I mean, I don't have to worry about getting wet at all. And that felt so good. And those are one of the things that, like, you know, cherish those things. Love on those things, because that's going to make you feel so much happier, and it's going to help shift your vibration into a higher frequency of love so that you can channel your light work a lot more effectively and in a way that doesn't drain your energy, because that can very easily, doing light work is not easy. It's called light work for a reason. It's work. It's hard work. And channeling light is not always the easiest thing to do in a lot of our work because of all of the energy that we're surrounded by and all the suffering. But I don't know, Sagittarius, I think you got it under control this week. So, you know, that being said, I'm going to roll the dice for you, the angel dice, to see if there are any lasting messages from your angels or your guides. So what else we got for Sagittarius today? We have 16. Okay. You are being invited to upgrade your choices and move toward experiences that support your joy and purpose. Let go and move forward. I kind of got the chills coming up from my leg there. I always get the chills with these readings. I don't know why. Like, this book has the messages. Again, one more time. You are being invited to upgrade your choices and move toward experiences that support your joy and purpose. Let go and move forward. With that, Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to your angels, your spirit presences, and your guides. I love connecting with your energy. I love what I do. If you like what I do, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment if you feel it's not necessary. I just heard, is it necessary? No, it's not necessary. But if you still feel called to like and subscribe, and if it resonated with you, go ahead and leave a comment. I like to hear it. You obviously don't have to. If it is your vibe and you want more content from me, if you want to see more content from me, that's a good thing to do, is to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Also, to keep an eye out for my Patreon coming out next month. So I love you. I love you. I love you. And with that, bye. See you next time.